Elon's got self-driving cars, but what if the real autopilot is in our heads? Introducing Xcode. Xcode, the neuron swarm. Consciousness, the ultimate enigma? Or is it simply the symphony of our brain, guided by its mysterious conductor, the Xcode? Join us as we explore this captivating question and unravel the secrets of the mind. Is consciousness the ultimate enigma? Can the intricate dance of molecules in your brain truly create your personal experience of despair? The joy of a first kiss? The sting of heartbreak? The very essence of being you? We marvel at the roar of a stadium crowd, thousands of individuals, each with their own thoughts and experiences, yet together creating something normal. If that isn't an enigma, then why should the unified responses of the swarm of 86 billion neurons in your brain be any different? Xcode, master conductor of the brain. Imagine each neuron as a musician in a grand orchestra, and the conductor as Xcode, guiding their every note. Just as DNA orchestrates life within a cell, the Xcode guides the formation and function of your mind. It governs neurogenesis, the birth of new neurons, their migration, and their specialization into regions responsible for perception, emotion, even your sense of self. It's a symphony of continuous refinement, where neural circuits are sculpted through a dynamic interplay of strengthening and pruning connections. Symphony of the swarm. Millions of neurons, each with its own role, work in concert. Some recognize faces, others identify objects, and still others generate that elusive feeling of self. This swarm, guided by Xcode, decodes the world around you, paints it with emotions, and drives you to action. It's a symphony of pattern recognition, where the color red, the feeling of love, and the awareness of being emerge from the complex interplay of countless neural signals. Claustrum, the brain's jumbotron. Picture the stadium's jumbotron, displaying a unified view of the crowd's energy. Within your brain, the claustrum serves a similar role, gathering information from across the vast neural swarm to create a real-time representation of the system state. It's your brain's internal mirror, reflecting its own activity. How can a swarm with such an intricate self-monitoring system not be self-aware? Emotions, the Xcode's counterpoint. Xcode orchestrates the mind by opening and closing neural passages. When troubling events are recognized, Xcode selectively disinhibits, opens up, the limbic system, triggering emotions. The limbic system closes off the wise prefrontal regions and triggers impulsive actions. Luckily, we can control attention. If we focus on self-awareness, Xcode activates the vast wisdom of the prefrontal regions. This wisdom, in turn, recognizes and inhibits the folly of unchecked emotions. Common sense takes charge. Xcode is agnostic. It can trigger both foolish emotions and common sense. The hard problem. Reframe. So, is consciousness really so hard? Perhaps not. Maybe it's not some magical phenomenon, but a natural consequence of the Xcode guiding the intricate dance of the neural swarm. It's the brain recognizing itself, feeling its own existence, just as it recognizes the world around it. If your brain can identify a computer, why should identifying itself be any different? It's all pattern recognition, but with one crucial distinction: self-recognition involves an internal view, a reflection in the brain's own mirror. Self-awareness of the swarm. Consciousness isn't a single neuron shouting "I am." It's the collective hum of the swarm, recognizing patterns of both the world and of its own existence. The Xcode, the conductor of this grand symphony, guides the emergence of not just perception and action, but also the profound experience of being. The so-called hard problem might just be a matter of perspective. It's not about explaining the inexplicable, but about understanding how Xcode guides the complex symphony of the brain. Visit Xcode, the neuron swarm. Consciousness is like the roar of a stadium crowd, something greater than the sum of its parts. The Xcode holds the key to unlocking the full potential of our minds. Discover its many facets and embark on a journey of self-discovery. Hey Elon, call me.